Dear students, welcome to our class on JRF SRF Net 2022 CORE NRM 1 fifth lecture. So in this class we try to understand some basic questions with reference to soil science. The first bit today's class is a plant nutrient that is available to plants as both anion and cation is nitrogen. The second bit is Ca is mainly supplied to plant roots by dash mechanism, mass flow mechanism, even Mg as well. Ca, Mg are mainly supplied to plants through mass flow mechanism. The symptoms of manganese deficiency in sugarcane is known as intervenal abrasion. Now, the fourth bit of today's class is in strongly acidic soils. The predominant phosphate ion in soil solution is H2PO4 minus. H2PO4 minus. Now, arid soils may be fertile but are not productive. Oxidation of oxidation of nitrite to nitrate is carried out by dash group of bacteria, that is nitrobacter group of bacteria. Now, so the leaching losses of N is maximum with dash form NO3 minus, NO3 nitrate form NO3 minus. Buffering capacity of soil is more in dash textured soils, fine textured soils. The secondary nutrient that can be absorbed by the soil directly from the atmosphere is sulfur. Indicator plant for boron deficiency is dash, that is sunflower. The micronutrient which is deficient in organic soils is copper. The most dominant cation in exchange complex of normal agricultural soils is calcium. The predominant micronutrient deficiency in Andhra Pradesh soils is zinc. The amendment most suitable for reclamation of calcareous alkali soils is gypsum. Now, denitrification loss of nitrogen is high in which type of soils? Lowlands. In lowland, denitrification losses of nitrogen are high. Q by L technique for soil potassium was developed by B.Sc Bickett. Now, nitrogen use efficiency can be increased by, nitrogen use efficiency is generally increased by split application, coated urea, and as well as you can say some organic matter addition to the soil as an amendment. Even in those organic matter coated and split application increases the nitrogen use efficiency both in Agron and soil science. It is most likely to come. Next bit for today's class is which crop in which crop the concentration of calcium is high? It is ground nut, peanuts we call it as. Now, biological nitrogen fixation is a oxidation process. Muriate of potash is not recommended for which crop? It is not recommended for tobacco. The element essential for plant nutrient among bits are given. Sometimes bits are given among the four Na, NiCl, Si. Which is most essential for plant nutrient? Si. If it is given like this, how? Na, NiCl, Si. Among these four, Si is essential for plant nutrient. The organic and inorganic forms of nitrogen are in the ratio of 98:2. The nutrient which is lost by volatilization is nitrogen. Calcium availability is favored by high CEC, cation exchange capacity high. The zinc content in rice plant, if the zinc content in rice plant is less than 5 ppm, then we call it the high responsive rice for zinc application, high responsive. Otherwise, very high responsive as well. An example of salt tolerance crop, among 4 or 5 they give it. Salt tolerance crop, for example, apple, no, grape, no, lemon, no, it is bad. It is a salt tolerant crop. Rapid tissue test for determination of nitrates is molybdate plus stannous oxalate. The heavy metal entered into the soils by the application of phosphorus fertilizers is cadmium. Now, so let us try some more bits in today's class. Chemical reagent used as an extractant for available cation micronutrients is DTPA plus CaCl2 at 7.3 pH. Now, top sickness of tobacco is due to the deficiency of boron, top sickness. Now, the critical limit of iron in plants is 30 ppm, 30 ppm. The Muller's aspergillus test for evaluating the nutrient, which nutrient is evaluated through Muller's aspergillus. It is Cu and Mg. The micronutrient which is found in all pools is molybdenum. This bit may come in any form or other. Okay. So, increase in the osmotic pressure, that is number one condition of soil. So, water and in soil and water. Okay. In other words, in soil water, increase in osmotic pressure of the soil water and lower the water availability, is due to the toxicity of chlorine. The plant nutrient present in lower concentration is MO. Covellite is COVELLite. Covellite is dash containing mineral. It is Cu containing mineral, copper. Now, so available potassium in soils consists of both exchangeable and lattice bound. Reduction in crop yields without appearance of any deficiency symptom is known as hidden hunger. High concentration of which anion in drinking water causes blue baby syndrome, nitrate, Nitrate, nitrate. The secondary nutrient which is relatively mobile in soils and immobile in plants is Ca. The main structural constituents of plants are carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Suitable amendment for acidic soils is lime. If a soil test value of a nutrient is high, then the response for that nutrient is low. Some more important bits I would like to share with you in this class are now. So the actinomycete having a symbiotic association for biological nitrogen fixation in Cassuraceae family is Frankia, Frankia, Frankia. If large quantities of magnesium salts are added to montmorillonite, it may get converted to vermiculate. The formula for calculating percent extractable P in black cotton soils is 100 minus clay percentage. Plants develop brilliant tints of blue or golden coloration due to toxicity of what? Due to toxicity of molybdenum. Plants develop brilliant tints of blue or golden coloration. Now, the micronutrient associated with increased biosynthesis of auxins in the plants is zinc. Silicate mineral like kaolite fixes phosphorus under moderately acid conditions due to dash phenomenon, that is AEC phenomenon. As you know, several times I repeated as well. The micronutrient that becomes available in alkaline soil pH is MO, molybdenum. The high level of nitrogen and phosphorus in water of ponds and lakes stimulate the growth of algae and other aquatic flora, which is also known as eutrophication, EUTROPHICATION, eutrophication. Now, the availability of calcium is high for montmorillonite when exchange complex is having dash percentage of calcium saturation, 70% of calcium saturation. Irrigation water belonging to dash sodicity class requires gypsum treatment before application to the field S4. The H plus and Al3 plus concentration in soil solution, which is estimated by glass electrode, constitutes exchangeable acidity. The answer is exchangeable acidity in the fill in the blank. So cold resistance in plant is imparted by self-hydral, we call it as in the bracket, we usually SH minus in the bracket, self-hydral group. Once again, I would like to impress upon you, cold resistance in plants is imparted by self-hydral group. The ratio of the amount of pesticide absorbed to the soil colloidal phase to the amount in soil solution phase is referred to as partition coefficient. Once again, I repeat for you. Academic interest, the ratio of the amount of pesticide absorbed to the soil colloidal phase to the amount in soil solution phase is referred to partition coefficient. Now, manganese is a constituent of which enzyme? It is superoxide dismutase. Superoxide dismutase. Now, major loss of nitrogen from soil is by leaching. NO3 minus form. That's the index leaf to be sampled in case of maize plant is the index leaf in case of maize plant in general. We go for first and second leaf from bottom usually. An example of highly salt tolerant fruit crop in general, highly salt tolerant date. Ber is also a crop which comes up in the sodiac and acidic, sodiac in the salt conditions. That's why. So if it is given date, you tick. Otherwise, you just tick Ber if it is given. If both are given, tick for Ber only. Now, so buffering capacity of which soil is high? Black soil is high. The moisture condition at which sulfur oxidation is maximum. The moisture condition in which, of course, at which the sulfur oxidation is it is of a field capacity at field due to over liming. Of which soils? Due to over liming of soils. Which soils are formed? Calcareous soils are formed due to over liming. Rhizobium species associated with soybean is Rhizobium japonicum. This comes as a bit this year certainly because soybean is a crop that is now promoted because of two. It has got both oil as well as fat. That's why. Now, so for my PhD, I worked on this. Government of India is promoting nowadays because of rate of edible oils. Production is reduced. Edible oil requirements have increased because of the increase in the population. Now, so last two bits for today's class are generally which reduces the use efficiency of nitrogen. Submergence usually reduces the nitrogen use efficiency. So the indicator plant for boron deficiency, as I said earlier, it is sunflower. The indicator plant for boron deficiency is sunflower. The last bit for today's class is the micronutrient deficiency frequently observed in rice during Rabi season is iron. In general, it is zinc. During Rabi season, the iron deficiency is seen in Rabi rice growing areas. These are the bits that I would like to share with you. Thanking you very much for your very patient hearing.